Okay, so 3 over x plus 1 equals 9 over x, 4x plus 5. What do I do to solve this?
Cross multiply.
Yeah, cross multiply. If I have a fraction set equal to a fraction, I simply cross multiply. We'll multiply this
Finally.
and this together. What's 3 times 4x?
12x.
12x
Plus 15.
Plus 15.
plus 15, good.
I'm tired.
And what's 9 times x?
9x.
Plus
9.
9. Now I get all the x's to one side, all the numbers to one side, solve, yes?
Yeah.
Subtract 15, give me 1 second. And then I'm gonna go from there. Hello. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, fine. Okay, so then you get this. You subtract 9x and 9x. What's 12x minus 9x?
3x.
3x. And you get, what's 9 and negative 15?
Negative 6.
Negative 6 divided by 3 and x equals,
Negative
boom. Okay, cross multiplication. I think you guys can handle that, yes?
2. Okay.
That's not hard. Now, before we can cross multiply, or maybe we don't cross multiply, what do we have to find?
We add first and then we cross multiply?
No, you have to find a common
Can you add?
You have to
No.
find a common denominator.
You have to find common denominators. Now, let me tell you a little secret on this. If we find a common denominator and multiply both sides of the fraction by a common denominator, we should eliminate all fractions.
Oh,
Okay? What is the common denominator with x, 4, and x? What do you think it is? What's this missing from here?
yes. Whoa. Well, yeah.
Yeah, an x over here, what's this missing?
4.
A 4, so what's my common denominator?
4x.
So if I multiply this by 4x, okay? If I multiply this by 4x, and if I multiply this by 4x, watch what happens. What cancels here?
The x.
And what's 4 times 5?
20.
What cancels here?
4.
What's 7 times x?
7x.
What cancels here?
X.
And what's negative 9 times 4?
36.
Negative 36. Now, is that easier to solve?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we multiply everything by the common denominator, we can reduce first and get rid of fractions completely. So then I'm gonna add 20 to this, nope, I lied. I'm gonna subtract 20 to this side. I'm gonna get 7x equals negative 56. What's negative 56 divided by 7?
Negative 8.
Negative 8. Much simpler to solve.
So with those, you just have to, so with those, you have to remember to, find the common denominator and cancel out.
And then cancel out, yes, sir. Yep, find the common denominator, cancel out, and then you can solve.
You got it?
Correct. Okay, look here. You have 1 minus 8 over x minus 5 equals 3 over x. What's your common denominator? What's your common denominator? Not just x. Okay, what's my denominator here?
X minus 5.
X minus 5, that goes together, yes? What's my denominator here?
X.
X, so what's my common denominator?
Is it not x?
It's not x, it's more than that. What's my denominator here?
X minus 5.
What's this denominator?
X.
So what's my common denominator?
X minus 5.
No, not just x minus 5. That
X
x
squared.
minus 5 is something that goes together, yes? It's not being multiplied, it's not being divided, it is an equation. X minus 5 is an equation, okay? X by itself is something totally different. So my common denominator is a combination of these two things.
Oh.
X times, parentheses, x minus 5. So I have to multiply this by x minus 5, yes? I have to multiply this by x minus 5. What do I have to multiply this by? X minus 5, okay? We'll come back to the 1 in a second. What cancels here?
Yeah, X minus 5.
X minus 5, so you get negative 8x, yes? What cancels here?
Whoa, wait.
The X.
the x. So I distribute, 3 times x is,
3,
and 3 times -5 is,
18.
okay, now come back to that 1. What does that 1 become? What's,
1x.
X squared minus 5?
Yeah, x squared.
minus 5x.
X.
X, yes.
Yep, all you do is distribute this, because it's times 1, so x squared minus 5x, great. Now, let's set this up, yes? You have a squared in here,
Can
correct?
we just go ahead and combine the 5x and 8x?
Yeah.
Well,
So x squared minus 13x equals 3x minus 5. If I have a squared, what do you want to do?
that equals 0?
Set equal to 0 so that you can solve. So you're going to subtract 3x, right?
Yes.
And you're going to add
Add.
15. So that you get x squared minus 16x plus 15 equals 0. What multiplies to give you 15 and adds to give you negative 16?
X minus 15 and x minus 1.
Correct. So what does x equal?
15 or 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not gonna make you plug it back in and check your solution, just,
Okay, that was my
get
next
those two.
question.
okay, I'm just gonna make you give me answers right now, we're not gonna worry about checking stuff. Okay. This one's a little bit more complicated, you have 6 over x minus 3, you have 8x squared over x squared minus 9, minus 4x over x plus 3. What do you need to do first before you can even find a common denominator?
Get the x squared minus 9.
Okay, what does x squared minus 9 turn into?
X plus 3, x minus 3.
Good, so I have 6 over x minus 3 equals 8x squared over x plus 3, x minus 3, because it's a difference of squares, 4x, x plus 3. Now, what's your common denominator?
X plus 3, x minus 3.
Yep, so I'm gonna multiply everything by that. Okay, x plus 3, x minus 3,
Oh, I see how that's what.
okay, x plus 3, yep, x minus 3, this is why we always want to find that, because then it makes it easier. X plus 3, x minus 3. Okay, here, what cancels?
The x minus 3.
And then you have 6 times x, which is,
6x
and then 6 times 3, which is
plus 18.
18, equals. What cancels here?
Everything.
On the bottom.
Yeah.
So you're left with,
8x squared.
okay, and then what cancels here?
X plus 3.
X plus 3. Don't forget this is a negative with that 4x.
Mm-hmm.
Negative 4x times x.
Negative 4x squared.
And negative 4x times negative 3.
Positive 12.
Positive 12x. Okay, there's a squared in this again, so what do I need to set it equal to?
0.
0. So we're gonna combine like terms and we're gonna move everything. So I get 0 equals 4x squared. Plus 6x minus 18. Can that, all that be divisible by something? Can I reduce that a little bit? What goes into all of those numbers?
2.
2. So then you can say 0 equals 2x squared plus 3x minus 9. Now let's factor that. What multiplies to give me negative 9, adds to give me 3 with a leading coefficient of 2. One's gonna say 2x, right?
Yes.
One's gonna say x. Oh,
Wait,
I
You
know.
can
Wait,
have,
is it-
can't you have
What are factors of 9?
3?
3 and 3?
Yeah.
What's 3 times 2?
6.
Okay, and what's minus 3 from that?
3.
What?
Okay, so it's one gonna be positive, and that's gonna be
Negative. You want the bigger one to be positive because that's
Wait,
positive in the
so
middle.
how does the factoring work with that again, with the,
What multiplies to give me -9,
Mhm.
adds to give me 3 with a leading coefficient of 2.
And then when you
Okay.
distribute that, you get.
And it's
two.
factors of the
2
nine.
and factors of the 9 together.
So, okay, factors of things on the outside, add to get the thing in the middle.
Yes.
Multiply, okay.
Yes. So then I get 2x minus 3 equals 0, right?
Yes.
And I get x plus 3 equals 0, so x equals -3, or x equals 3/2. And that's where we're gonna stop today. Okay? And we will pick up here again on Monday, I'm sure of it.
Don't like them.